Good morning, Pier Runners. My name is Trevor Shelby. This is Morning Brews and Cruise News. Today is July 4th. It's the nation's birthday. It's so very exciting. I'm gonna cook some dogs and gonna, go spend some time with some family today. So it's gonna be a wonderful day. But today on our show, we are going to discuss some interesting things. Norwegian's having some issues in Ireland, and we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about, hey, which cruise line can I go topless sunbathing at? And which is all of them for me, but, for everybody involved. And also, we're going to talk about the cruising restart. We've marked the Carnival's actually 2-year anniversary, and so we want to kind of talk about that as well. But today we have, and I have to pull this out because it's got a long name. I said we're gonna do it, and this is it. This is the time. This is a special occasion. It is a wonderful day. So we're doing Guy Fieri's Hot Fudge Brownie. So there we go, and. Oh, let's give this a try, man. I thought at first this was going to be like a hot chocolate, but it does say it's coffee. And when I looked at it, when I was getting it ready, it's definitely coffee. If you want to see me actually prepare this, I'm going to make a YouTube short about this. And it's kind of silly, but I did it right. I whipped up I put a little creamer in there and I whipped it all up. So I don't know. It seemed fun at the time. I don't know. I like it. It doesn't taste like a brownie to me. It just tastes like chocolate. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So, this is not bad at all. It's going to give me a little kick. If you like, I really went into this thinking this was going to be terrible. So, if you like any kind of mocha or anything in your coffee, then this is for you. This is actually really good for something that just came straight out of a K-cup. I mean, interesting. Man, that's good. I'm going to give it a 7.8 out of 10. It's that good. I could drink this on the regular and not feel terrible that I'm drinking something that has chocolate in it. So, man, this is really good. I'm going to post a link to this one, and I've been doing that every once in a while. I'll throw the link to the actual product on Amazon, and that does help me if you click on it and go buy something. But it also reminds me that this was a good one, and this is where you can go back and buy it, Trevor. So that's also important, So Norwegian's having some. So today is the very first day I get to have a very special moment here. We have a cat cam, folks. It's really funny. Oh my goodness. Oh, and she's showing her naughty bits. So that's my cats, folks. So she's getting toys right now. Yeah. This is throwing me way off here. So Norwegian just announced that they're having a drastic change for their upcoming sailing of the Norwegian Star. Their itinerary will be dramatically altered, changing the entire cruise focus. Originally planned to navigate the picturesque landscapes of the Emerald Island, calling on 7 ports all across Ireland, the Norwegian Star is now set to visit 7 different countries, none of which are Ireland. The move comes in response to new restrictions in Ireland that prevent tendering operations from October through April. The revised ports of call is for the October 10th, 2024 sailing that now includes Paris, Brussels, Amsterdam, Oslo, Copenhagen, Berlin, and the only unchanged port that the ship is going to be going to is Southampton, but it's going to have kind of a delayed return time. Now, what's interesting is Norwegian Cruise Line is offering no other options for rebooking or cancellations. Oh, she's getting down, guys. She got in the plant. While the new itinerary could be a dream come true for those wishing to explore Northern Europe, for those whose hearts were set on the rich culture of Ireland, it's certainly a major disappointment. And it appears this is the second time in recent days that Norwegian Cruise Line has faced issues with tendered ports, raising many concerns among guests that future itineraries could see these alterations as well. If you have an upcoming cruise to Ireland, you may want to stay in close contact with your cruise line and make sure that everything is okay. What's interesting here is that they're not really offering any kind of, alternative or a rebooking or anything like that. But that did sound like an amazing cruise. That itinerary looked pretty nice. It's just not Ireland. I was reading this article from The Street earlier, and it really kind of got me thinking about some things here. I really appreciate Virgin Cruise Lines because they kind of take things in a little bit of different direction than what Carnival or, Norwegian or Royal Caribbean that they all do. So there's a lot of, similarities, and there's also a lot of things that kind of separate them. Like Virgin Voyages don't have a buffet. So you actually use a QR code, you order some food, and they bring food out to you. That's pretty cool. They do drinking tabs a little bit different. They charge you a lot of more things, like more up front. And one big notable difference is there's no kids, which is something I appreciate in a lot of ways. There's sometimes I want to go on a cruise and I don't want to deal with little Timmy splashing around in the hot tub thinking he could just jump on in and have a great time. I've come to appreciate it. And one more thing that they pointed out in this article that I've never thought about, to go on a Virgin cruise, you have to be 18 years or older. And so that means they have a deck 17 that offers the ability to do topless sunbathing. And, like Carnival and I know Royal Caribbean have adults only areas, but it's not like there's a guy checking IDs at the door. I've seen, I've been on the Serenity deck plenty of times when there's kids just everywhere. And it's like, why are they here? But they're allowed to walk through because there's no one there to stop them. So you can't really offer things like that on a Carnival ship or a Royal Caribbean ship. But with Virgin Voyages, they can offer those kinds of things. Really kind of appreciate that whole aspect of it all, I guess you would say. Not just that, there's going to be, not just that there's topless people up there. That's not what I'm getting at. But I'm just saying that you have the ability to do something like that. And there's not going to be people like freaking out like, oh my God, save the children, so... I usually keep my top on because I just can't always fight off all the ladies and the guys. They're all like, oh my God, look at him. And so I'm always like, no, stay back. So I'll believe that, right? Anyways, I don't know if I've shown this off yet or not. Have you guys seen my shirt? I am so ready for today. So ready. Oh man, I really don't even know what I'm doing for the 4th today. I think I might be cooking dogs today. I've got some stuff for the grill. That's going to be fun. I bought a big old pack of bratwurst, and so that's, that'll be cool. I'm going to invite my dad over. I'm going to see if he wants to come on down because my sister and my mom abandoned us. They're like out in Colorado or somewhere having a blast. And they said, screw you guys. And they headed out of here. I live near an Air Force base, and they've been doing air shows and all kinds of stuff. I don't know if they have any plans today, but that'll be kind of cool to be out there cooking dogs. And they fly like right over my house. I was trying to do some recording the other day, and it was like in the middle of the in the middle. You like my sound effects, guys? And that was in the middle of the recording, and I was just like, really? They have like, the meme of the old man shaking fist at the sky. That was me. So I was like, keep it down up there. So I'm such a fuddy-duddy sometimes. So something I wanted to point out, and John Hild posted this yesterday. So July 3rd marked the 2-year anniversary since, cruising had restarted with Carnival. And I just wanted to share his message in case you haven't been on Facebook to see this. He goes, "Did you know, in fact, I'm many sure of you did, that it's exactly 2 years since we started cruising again after the pandemic. And so many of you reading this have stood by us booking cruise after cruise. We went through some challenging times in the past 2 years, but thanks to you, thanks to the dedication of our brilliant president, Christine, and all of the Beards, and of course the incredible cruise members, we find ourselves sailing in a bright today and a brighter tomorrow. So thank you very much for your continuing loyalty in making 2023 so very strong, and 2024 looking like it's even better." Now, I will say, that is a beautiful message, John. The dude is an amazing man, and he really, really does his job so well. But I'm pretty sure, and he's mentioned it before, he dictates to his phone, and so he doesn't type everything out, he just says it. And when you read this, it is like horrible misspellings or alternate words that you could tell just did not understand what he was trying to say. And so there's just some craziness in there, but I love it. I love the message. I love that he did that. And so, yeah, man, 2 years. Has it really been? It doesn't seem like it. It seems like, when I started this channel, we had just, the restart had happened, and we were really getting out there and starting to get these cruises going. So it's amazing how far we've come since the pandemic. It was maddening there for a while because you weren't able to go on any cruises, and vacationing was near impossible. I bought a camper and just took it out and just did some little solo traveling with me, my wife, and that was it. And that was okay. It wasn't great, but it was was what it was. It let us get out of the house that I was stuck in for week after week after week. And so I'm glad that all the major cruise lines have been able to weather this, and it seems like everybody's doing a lot better, especially stock wise and business wise. That we're setting records. We've got all kinds of really cool things going on, and everybody's kind of rapidly expanding too to kind of meet the quota now, because everybody wants to get out and have a good time, and a cruise is the perfect way to do that. I just think it is quite fantastic. Anyways, guys, that's all we have for now, so stay tuned for more updates from Morning Brews and Cruise News. Make sure you're subscribed. My name's Trevor Shelby. Remember, folks, life is like a voyage. You never know where the seas may take you. So stay alert, stay caffeinated, and above all else, stay cruising. Smooth sailing, Pier Runners.